welcome back to another Beyblade Studios, and Bey-X-Studios, really. Anyway, so about a month ago, we did some experimentation on making the Beyblade stadiums, such as this Beyblade X with the extreme line, a lot much more quieter because the plastic banging up against, or the Beyblades banging up against the plastic made it really noisy. And anyway, so I've also got this older one where it's just Beyblade Burst in Pro Series. Anyway, so a lot of the hollow shell plastic is just bangs up against the plastic and makes it louder, so you can hear the clanking of the two Beyblades as they're crashing together. But what also you hear is also a lot of the plastic noise and everything. So what I did was I had this soundproof, sound deadening material where I put it all around inside here, and it brought the noise decibels down quite a bit, as you can see. But over time it created a weight to it too, so it didn't slide around. But basically I also did cut out little pieces of here, but over time and a lot of usage, it's actually gone and diminished to where you can hear a lot of noise again. And so what I'm gonna do is, without the son's knowledge, both the son's knowledge of their Beyblade stadiums, is that I'm actually going to improve on the sound quality so you can actually hear the Beyblades as they clink and smash together to create that more metal sound than the banging around of the Beyblade arena. Anyway, so I went out there and did a lot of research, and when it comes to sound deadening foam, and you use a lot of sound deadening foam where you don't want a lot of sound to go through, but also to insulate. And there's a lot of different kinds of foams out there. Anyway, so what I did was I did my research and I went to 4 locations: Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware Store, and my local other hardware store. And I found all sorts of foam. I found regular foam, I found foam that has more temperature insulation, I found fire retardant foam, but none of the locations actually had the sound deadening foam, the acoustic, so thermal and sound spray foam. Anyway, so I had to find this on Amazon, and it was say about like $20 or so per this one canister, but this one canister can do 20 board feet, or roughly 50 square feet, so it's basically 50 by 50. What you do is you go in your home and you insulate your home on your 4x4s or 2x4s, your frame, and then you actually spray in between here and then up in there. What this is called a closed cell, meaning that you can actually have this to where it's so this is Stanley thermal and sound spray foam insulation, and like I said, you put it all up in your house to insulate your home. So it has a certain amount of R value to it, meaning that for the higher the R value, the more insulated you're going to get, the more warmer inside your home it's going to be. But so then how do you join both of those together? Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this foam, and there's a lot more than this stadium, so I'm going to do both stadiums. And just to do the decibel check, we've already done basically a decibel check to a certain extent, but that was with the sound deadening layers inside here, the normal, on the previous video, and then with the layers in here on the previous video. And so I'm going to use some of that material content for this video. I'm going to spray both of these here, and then whatever's left I'll just do the inside of the basement here, because obviously I got more square footage than I know what to do with on this one bottle. But anyway, so what you need too is also a foam gun, which then hooks onto the top of your bottle. And then when you're done with your bottle of foam, you take your cleaner and hook it up to your spray gun, and then you clean the spray gun out so that none of the foam gets stuck up inside here, and this spray foam gun turns into a one-time use. Anyway, so I'm gonna start the application now, and we'll see how it goes. All right, let's just get back now here. I'm back now. I've set everything up, as you can see. I've the Beyblade X Arena. I've actually taped it up to where the clear plastic, I don't want to spray that, and but just the black part. And then here's the under area here. It's still clear and everything like that as far as a lot of debris, but anyway, so I got my platform right here, and I'm going to put it on top there. So it's basically right there. Anyway, so here's the gun, or here's the insulation, and you basically just take this off here like that, pops off right there. And then what you want to do is, so this is how you hook up the gun, and the nozzle here on this one here regulates how much is going to come out, right? And of course the grip is hollow, and you got the trigger, but if you pull this out here a bit, you'll have a bit, and so this right here will control it. Anyway, so what you want to do is you don't want to go past 30 seconds from one spray to another spray, and then that will pretty much solidify in your gun, and thus making it inoperable. Anyway, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to spray this one down here, probably just the bottom. It should be pretty easy on top dead center, shooting back down, but that one there is more complex. Anyway, so for safety, you should have safety glasses on. Here, I'll get to probably a better vantage point here, where there's probably a little bit more sunlight and everything. But, and then, there we go. Alright, so now you can see us. It's a little tilted. It's hard to find good ground, flat ground anyway. And then I'll tilt down here a little bit. There we go. And, alright, so here it is. I'm going to take the nozzle, put it in here, and for safety, you want to have safety glasses on. And if you're in a well ventilated area, such as out here, then you want to probably, you'll be good on ventilation. But as far as that goes, if you're inside, then you'll want to spray mask or respirator or something. So here you just take it, and there we go. Sprays foam, and then you want to take it and just top dead center. There we are. Alright, so this stuff is going to expand pretty quickly, and it says it takes a full 24 hours to cure, but I don't know about that. Oh wait, I forgot to put on the nozzle too. So it came with the nozzles, two different nozzles you can put on your gun. There's a supposedly a flat one, and nope, no flat, no nothing. Oh well. Here, let's see if I can put this on, and then take that and do this side here. Alright, so that sucker should solidify. Now I'm nervous because it's such a messy process. Alright, so the next one here is the, if I can drag this off. Next one here is the other one. And I'll let that one be right there. And then this one, well, this one here is going to be a lot more difficult because it's straight up and down. And I didn't put any painter's tape on here to protect it. So let's just try this out here. So I'm going to do it top dead center, try not to make so much of a mess. There we go. Alright, so what's cool about this is you can actually, once it actually dries and everything, and I am, wow, that bottle is just about gone. What's nice is that you can take the foam and pretty much just cut it off and make it all nice and flat and everything. Anyway, and then so that's done right there. Alright, so I used the last of it inside the house. Now you gotta take it, undo it here. 50 feet. It definitely was 50 feet if it was like a small layer. So, and then take that, throw this here, and then you pop this off. Bam! Hook it up, and then you want to take it to. There we go. Bam! All right, that cleans it off right there. Alright, so there's the process, and then I think what I'm going to do is just pretty much once it solidifies, which should be like 24 hours or less, this stuff will actually harden pretty fast too if you don't watch it. But anyway, so I'll take it and I'll actually start taking like a big old straight knife and just cutting it up so that it should be pretty good. Anyway, so more to follow. I wanted to give you guys a little bit better look as far as like how it all came out in a big old puff of basically without actual like sunlight or anything like that, but because I'm in the shadow of the house. But you can take a look and it's just all nothing but foam cloud, and it's tacky. So, but I think for the most part I covered a lot of it up, and it should be really dense so that you pretty much all you'll hear is the cling cling of the metal hitting each other with the Beyblades. And that's basically what I want, is to hear more of that and less of the pounding up against the plastic. Bam, 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 bam. Anyway, so this stuff is pretty interesting stuff, and we'll find out as far as, you know, where, you know, as far as how it's gonna do with the Beyblade stadiums. So anyway, so I'm doing this without their permission on their Beyblade stadiums, but hey man, I'll tell you what, as a parent, if you want to bring down the decibels and the noise of the Beyblades, which, you know, I get, you know, it's cool when you're living into the, you know, living in the sound and everything like that, but really, you know, you want to hear the clanging really of the Beyblades, you know, hitting each other. And anyway, so we'll find out more when this stuff cures. I'll start cutting it up and we'll see how it sounds afterwards.
What the frick?
Hi. What? He finally found out I modded it. The question is where is it? Let's go see.
The frick is this?
Where'd it go? Oh, there's my new Bowflex. Check it out. It smells like smoke. It was in a smoker's house. Hey, say hello to Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Anyway, so, hey, here's that spray foam I showed you. Finished it off the rest of the way. Stuff's already hard. Look at that. Dang. It's pretty much straight up cut it off. All right.
Why?
Let's go. Let's go see the results.
Why?
Okay. All right. Here is.
What the?
All right. Let's get this on film here.
Pardon my French, but what the
Heck. Look at this. Oh, look at that. That's all nice and almost hard.
No!
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. So I can take this, pretty much just now cut it off. So, look at that. See, look at bam! It's almost like coming out like bread.
Excuse me, no, we're buying a new one. We're buying a new one.
He says we're buying a new one. Anyway, so, yeah, it comes off like a loaf of bread. Look at that. Oh yeah. Look at this. So check this out. It's coming off pretty nicely. Look at that. Like a loaf of bread. I don't know about that one. That one's like a big loaf of bread. Anyway, so.
What even is that? What's under there?
Foam.
That's just a giant pile of foam?
Yeah. It's foam.
There's nothing else under there?
Pile of foam.
Then why did I see your clear plastic?
Well, there could be something under that pile of foam. Alright, so the cardboard, maybe I should let it cure the rest of the way. Alright, so I could probably take off the paper. He finally found out. Alright. It's still wet on the inside. Ta-da! Here's some of it. Look at that. Bam! So, there we are. Okay. Let's see. Oops, there we go. Get this little piece out. And then take out the rest of this. It just pops off real super easy. Look at that. Super easy. The foam, when the foam dries, it just, since it's smooth plastic, it just comes right off. Bam. Alright. Hey, look at that.
Is that the other stadium too?
Could be. Alright. Let's try this sucker.
Freaking heck!
Yeah, buddy.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Alright. So let's give this a go. Since it's flat. Mostly flat. We try this sucker
Why?
out. Yeah. Why not? If anything, I'll buy you a new Beyblade Stadium. Alright, throw it in there. Check this out.
Freaking fine!
Bam.
3, 2, 1, go! Shoot!
You have an attack bag?
That's so much quieter. That's crazy. Dang. All right. Oh yeah. Oh. That is really quiet. That's cool.
You know what Mom's gonna say?
What?
Too loud.
Too loud. Oh. Oh, here. Let's get this a little more. This, so it captures it all. There we go.
Dang it, we jumped in.
Yeah.
Why did you make it like that?
Is it lopsided?
Well, it's lopsided right now until I take off the cardboard and it actually, like, you know, cures the rest of the way. That's all.
We can...
Look at that. You can't hear nothing. Look at that.
You're buying the Jakara Tommy
Oh,
next
yeah.
time.
Not a Toyota one?
You're buying the Jakara Tommy one next time.
This is Hasbro.
Hasbro? That's what it was, Hasbro. Alright, here, throw another one on. See, he's so mad he's putting all of his strength into it. Can you believe that? Whoa, 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 careful, careful.
What the heck is that? Where did you get that, Dad?
That's my... That right there is my free Bowflex I found on the side of the road. Look at that.
I tried to stop him, okay?
He tried to stop me, but obviously, look at that. That's free.
Take an
Free. Can't get no much better. Anyway,
Now let's try it.
let's try another one.
Type one.
Yeah. All right, let's try it.
I want to say it's working, but that's not helping my case. So why did you ruin this stadium?
All the Beyblades function properly. Ah, there you go.
Well, all of them except a certain specific one.
Which one?
The one.
Who? Dylan?
Cobalt Dragoon.
Where's that at?
It's one, except it goes this way, and it's lopsided this way. And if it goes this way, then it's gonna have to try to go uphill.
Alright. There we go.
Got the spray from all along the sides.
Well, it can come off, man. Don't worry about that part. It all comes off. It actually cuts really easy off, so you can actually shape it super easy. And then we
Did you at least take the thing out of here? Thing out of it?
What's thing?
You know, the...
Yeah, exactly. What thing?
The deafener? You know, the...
Oh, yeah, I took all that stuff out. The actual deadening material. Yep, I took all that out, so... There we go. Alright, try it again. He's gonna do it as hard as he can. Bursted! 2 points!
just wanted to test these parts right about freaking now, you know? Whoa! 2 points. You're gonna get us copyrighted. Great. Not only am I mad, we're gonna get copyrighted on this crap.
No, we're not. Ow. Oh, see this? That's what we need. Oh, look at that. That was crazy. Let's get it. Better in here. Is that like a sideways serve? There you go. I don't think the sideways serving is working.
Hey, you know, for some reason it looks like Papa John's.
It does look like Papa John's dough crust. Pizza Hut's stuffed crust pizza with cheese in it. Oh yeah, that melted mozzarella. Yep, gotta love it. I think he's trying to make. Oh, he broke it. Oh well. We can 3D print more.
Where the frick did the other part go?
Gee, hey, calm down, man. Andrew's got it.
It's right here.
It's right there.
Okay.
Calm your horses. And Andrew, calm, John Spartan.
Dude, seriously, stop!
He's taking it out. Here you go. He's taking it all out on the Beyblades. He's doing the slide launch. Slide launch. Forever. There we go.
Dude!
We should wear safety glasses for this stuff.
He's trying to destroy.
Yeah, he's trying to destroy him.
Yeah.
Ow! That hurt.
That just hit them.
That hurt me.
Back to hit.
Alright. Well, thank you for joining us on the modification of the Beyblade X Stadium.